Alright, the brand new Moon Knight characters in, well, at least not in tokens, but you'll be able to get to it. But before we talk about this version of Moon Knight, well, we need to talk about the 4-star version of Moon Knight. So, Dark Crash of the Titans is against X-23 Wolverine. She is a green, red, and purple user, as you can see. Her green ability costs 9, it's called Berserker Rage, does damage to the target, and if you have a certain amount of red AP, I want to say it's either 8, might be 9, I don't remember the exact amount. However the case, once you meet that threshold, this power becomes something else whenever you fire the ability off with the recommended AP. And then the power will change to, I think, like Berserker Fury or something along those lines. But again, it'll still cost 9, but instead of it doing just straight damage to the target, it'll also create strike tiles on the board. So without 9 AP in red, it's just a damaging move. With the 9 AP in red, she will create strike tiles. Alright? Red, pretty simple. If she matches any of her colors, she will heal for some specified amount. And then finally, purple, this costs 12, though the ability can be cheaper with the amount of strike tiles that are on X-23's team, that are on the board. But it costs 12. It'll create a purple trap tile that if it's matched by us, it'll do damage to us. But if it's matched by X-23, it'll still do damage, but it won't do as much, but it'll create a strike tile on black. Alright, so that's X-23 in a nutshell. Her affiliations, and thank you for the Mark Spector shards too. Her affiliations are Heroes and X-Men. And then we have Moon Knight Mark Spector, which we'll put in the what's the name after the fight, the shards, because that'll give me a legendary token. He is a black, purple, and green user. Black Fist of Khonshu, costs 9, does damage to the target, and if it happens to down the target, you heal Moon Knight for a specified amount. Purple has 1 of 3 things it could do, but at the start of the battle, you will randomly select from one of 3 of Moon Knight's altars. The first one would be Mark Spector himself, where anytime you match purple, you'll do extra damage. If it's Mr. Knight, anytime that you match green, you'll create strike tiles on the board. And then if it's the Avatar Khonshu, anytime you match black, then you'll create black attack tiles. And then finally, Moonsilver Blades. This costs 12. It does a specified amount of damage to a random enemy. Now, this will get around invisibility because again, it doesn't target, so it doesn't matter. His affiliation is Heroes, though technically it should be Avengers as well, but we're not going to get into affiliations. If you have a lesser equipped Moon Knight, the main thing you're going to be competing for is green, because Moonsilver Blades will probably down X-23. If not that, then you're also going to chase after black, and then be mindful of whatever avatar that Moon Knight is. So, you know, and then also too, boost black and green. If you want to do that, go for that. Here again, we're going with more neutral boost because again, red doesn't do red yellow doesn't do anything. Team ups can't use team ups in a Crash of the Titans, and +2, you got to get those milestones in. Alright, so now we got the Mark Spector version in, so I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah, I could have ended the turn earlier with the Moon Silver Blades. I just wanted to look and see whether or not the damage for one of the for Fistaconchu, was it less than the health that she had, because I was gonna fire off Fistaconchu and then Moon Silver Blades, but Alright, so Moon Knight in a nutshell, again, he has pretty random abilities with his purple lunacy ability, and as you can see, there's my legendary token there. Again, Fistaconchu, great to knock out opponents, get yourself some healing. Moon Silver Blades, again, the only thing that I don't like about Moon Silver Blades, well, I mean, outside of the cost being 12, the fact that it does damage to a random enemy, you know, I mean, I get why it does the attacks a random enemy, because again, Moon Knight, yeah, he's not all there in both in a combat sense, because, well, Moon Knight is, well, Moon Knight, and +2, his dissociative identity disorder, it's like he could be taught. It's like, oh man, we're focused on this person here, and then one of the alters is like, hey, you probably want to target this person here, and it's like, okay, I'll target the person there. Again, I'm not trying to make light of anybody that has DID or anything like that. I'm just saying about this particular character in this particular game. Lunacy, on the other hand, I like the concept of the ability. It's just that anybody that puts this ability at 5, I mean, looking at it, hey, extra damage. I mean, again, that's cool. Uh, Creating a tactile, again, that's a stronger attack time. I mean, again, that's cool. Like I said, the extra damage, that's cool, and then stronger strike tiles, again, that's all cool, fine and dandy. But when you look and see what the Fistaconchu does at level 3, you're like, okay, you deal damage and restore like a small amount of health, but if you don't down them like with 6,000 whatever damage, then you're gonna create 2 attack tiles for the enemy team. And I'm like, I'd rather just do rather do double damage, get rid of the enemy, and then, you know, restore the little bit of health that I can get behind it. And the same with Moon Silver Blades, like for 12 AP, like that's probably like one of the strongest damaging moves in 4-star land. I mean, as far as like a single target ability that I can think. Well, I mean, at least on green, I would have to go through independently and do some research behind that there. But 535, way to go. Like I mentioned, his affiliation's heroes. It should be Avengers, because, well, he was an Avenger at one point in time. As far as people to pair up Moon Knight with, I mean, you can pretty much stick Moon Knight in with just about anybody. To be honest with you, like if you wanted to pair him up with the Nick Fury, you could do that, you know, because again, his purple Moon Knight is not really an active purple. Uh, Nick Fury, you know, he'll create strike tiles, so okay, that's cool. Medusa, especially if you get the Mr. Knight or the Aspect of Khonshu altars, like you'll be able to create strike or attack tiles, and then, you know, you'll be able to heal with Medusa. Iron Man Hulkbuster, though, you'll really be competing with Black. You know, Cloak and Dagger, you know, that's obvious right there. Again, they'll feed Moon Knight Black. You know, and then if you really need purple, you know, you have an option there. Again, Coulson, Nightcrawler, especially if you get the board looped up with blacks. Captain Marvel, maybe not so much, but I mean, again, Carol will make will make strike tiles with her black. So again, you'll be competing with black, but at least you'll have a very active green. Excuse me. You know, Polaris, obviously. You know, again, Wasp if you need to, though again you'll be competing with black. Like I said, Moon Knight can pretty much fit in with anybody. It's just a matter of making sure, yes ma'am, what you need. Okay, I will. Yeah. So all you gotta do, you know, is they just match Moon Knight up with somebody, and well, there you go. And as you see, Taco Ball again, random cover Moon Knight, random 4-star hero, go from there. Um, as far as the next crash, well, before we do that, there we got Wallace on Moon Knight with the 5-star Moon Knight. They they'll be available in the, well, tokens will be available in the Howard the Duck PvE. Um, and then he also has his PvP event, which we'll look at next week. And then as far as the next Crash of Titans goes, it'll be with Shuri. So we'll have some teams available for her. Well, not teams, but we'll have a team readily available for her. But that's gonna end the Crash of the Titans. I'm debating on whether or not I want to do the PvP video, well, PvE video for Howard the Duck and all that there, but we shall see. If not, you know, it's because I'm really lazy today. So y'all have a good one.